Welcome to Getting Home Sourced with G. Your one-stop shop for all things real estate. Gianno is your go-to guy with over 25 years of experience in the game, serving up the insider scoop on buying, selling, and investing in two of the hottest markets, Las Vegas, Nevada, and Cabo, Mexico. Whether you're looking to score the perfect home, seal the deal on a sale, or dive into the world of international investments, G's got the tips, tricks, and swagger to make it happen. Remember, in Nevada, the smart choice is the right choice. And when it comes to Cabo, you better go oceanside with Cabo G. If you were looking for a quiet, tranquil show about real estate, this ain't it. Gianno has this thing called passion. Let's unleash the beast. This is Welcome to Getting Home Sourced. And now your host, Gianno.
Andale, vámonos here on our special Cabo edition of Getting Home Sourced with you know who, Gianno. Okay, we're live, baby. We are live in Cabo. So, of course, I have to do my Spanish greetings, of course, for everybody to say Bienvenido, mi amigas y amigos. Gracias. And from everybody listening around the world, you're going to say it with me. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wherever you are, thank you so much for listening in. And folks, I'm telling you, we got an action-packed show because the title of this show is Ready to Go Fishing, because we're going to cover a lot of good stuff, and it's sea themed, so you know what I'm saying. You got to stay with me to check it out. But of course, first, as always, want to thank you to my newbies, my first-timers. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you listening in and checking things out, as well as my repeat offenders. Thank you so much, guys. I love you. You know you keep the show together. Love your support. Love your energy. Of course, love the feedback. That's why we're doing the show. It's for you guys. It's for everybody listening, because, again, it's what makes the show interactive. It's the interactive point of it all, and that's what's most important. But, of course, I have to give out my info, folks. I want to let people know that I'm down on the ground in Cabo because I'm meeting people. Already met a couple of people right now, yesterday, meeting some people here later on today and also during the week. So I want to say, again, toll-free number, 888-528-2810. Best way to get a hold of me for both my internationals and my domestic friends. This way you get the free phone call and you don't get charged for it. My domestic friends, if they happen to have a free international call, then you call me. It's the 702 number, I should say, and everything else is set. And, of course, my website, VegasHomeSource.com. Please check into it. Get the newsletters. Get the latest and greatest updated information of what's happening. And then you sign up for the newsletter. That's the key. But most importantly, folks, the dual MLS. No realtors have what I have. I give you everything for both Vegas and for Cabo. So please take advantage of that. I see you guys are really excited about that. And this is why I'm here, because obviously with a lot of generation and interest of the MLS searches for properties and what have you. So that's just my properties, folks. And it's not just my office properties. It's everything for sale. So you're looking at it as if you were looking at it online, like, gosh, I don't want to say Zillow as an example or Realtor.com, but kind of like that format, right? You're looking at it, but you're seeing it from my eyes, not from a third-party marketing company. Big difference, right? So because you get the real facts from my site as opposed to other third-party information that's getting passed on. But let's say what's happening for today. Here we are, right outside my studio, beach, waves. I just want you to close your eyes and think of ocean waves, calm breezes, sunny skies, just perfect. You have a short shirt on, you have shorts on, flip-flops, sandals, what have you, or even barefoot. And you just look out the window and you're just like, wow, this is just amazing. It's just that relaxation. I know there's something about like beach and ocean and water that for a lot of people have a very strong connection and passion with, to where it just alleviates all the stress and you just be. But to be honest with you, Cabo and San Lucas is a very high energy cities per se, because there's a lot of activities that go on a small area of land. That's why the show, we're taking it out into the sea, because why, we're covering what took place with the Bisbee fishing tournament. 'Cause I think it's important for people to know about that, as well as Halloween, because Halloween was a great time here. For those that celebrate Halloween down here, you know what I mean. And for those that haven't, it's really a party. It's pretty spectacular, both costume wise and fun wise, and then the next day on the remembrance wise, and very special. And then of course this week, the big thing is PGA. PGA's making its third year in a row here, folks, setting off their WWT, which basically stands for a Worldwide Technology Tour, all this week. I mean, it's in the beautiful, gorgeous course. I have to be honest, I haven't played it. I've seen it because I usually play at Quevedo. So this course is just north of Quevedo. If you played Quevedo golf, it's on the back nine. You can kind of see it with the big man-made lagoon and what have you. It's a Tiger Woods built golf course, and it's actually in Diamante. It's El Cardinal. So great course, very fun. And I have to say, it's probably one of the few venues on the PGA Tour where golfers really interact with the gallery. We call it gallery like the people, so it's called the gallery. And really on the 18th hole, it's very intimate. You're close up. You're sitting kind of like on the mound area, because when they come off, they have to go off a mound into the clubhouse. And a lot of people, especially a lot of kids, which is really cool. You get a lot of kids that go down there and getting autographs and getting pictures with the golfers when they come off. And it's really a good job by PGA to interact with the little kids down there, to get them inspired and get them excited about golf, because golf is very prominent down there as a lifestyle hobby. So to have a PGA Tour come down there is really super exciting. But again, I want to tell you guys about the forecast, because, of course, this is the best time of year. It starts at a high season. And so with that, to give it in Fahrenheit and Celsius, so 85 degrees Fahrenheit, that's kind of like the average of the next 2 weeks being here. That's during the daytime, which equals a 29.4 Celsius. Now, during the nighttime, it's 75 degrees Fahrenheit, which equals to 23.8 Celsius. So now that the rainstorms are all gone, they had a few big timers that swept through here about a month and a half ago that really did some flooding down here, but you never think of it that ever happened, because now that's all gone. That's why September is usually the shaky time to come down, because of the storms and just the weather change, what have you. But now that that's all passed, from here on out, it is absolutely epic. It's gorgeous. And that's why they had the fishing tournament, which is the Bisbee, which kicks off usually the third week of October, because that's the exciting time where everybody rolls down. And really already we have 3 weeks in, and between fishing, Halloween, and now golf, it's spectacular. So, but I want to talk about the fishing tournament first, because I think it's important to understand that with the fishing tournament, the defending champion, well, actually, I take that back. The new champion for fishing, we're going to talk about her. She's a female, first time ever, caught a blue marlin for like 457 pounder. And I was like, wow, I could not even believe it, but that's awesome. So congratulations for her, for first female angler, as they call it, to catching a big marlin. So congrats to her. But for the golf tournament, I just want to touch bases on quickly that the defending champion who's returning is Eckroat, and he's your 2024 champion. The 2023 champion is Eric Van Ruin, and then your 2018 champion is Matt Kuchar, and then 2017 champ Patton Kazane, or Kazani. I got the Italian, so I'm going to say Kazani. But so this is the third year. Like I said, they're going to be in Cabo playing the tournament. I hope it stays there for a long time, and it just keeps getting better and better. I mean, the galleries over the years, people get excited about golf down there, especially when the weather's nice. Everybody comes out, and so if you're here during the golf tournament, please come out and check it out. You're not going to be disappointed. Tickets are super cheap, folks. It's not like U.S. pricing. It's the total opposite. They want people to come in there. They want to engage, and they want the golfers and the gallery members to engage with each other, especially the kids, right? So that's what that's all about. But let's recap the Bisbee because I think it's important for everybody to understand, and I want to give a little history on that. So the Bisbee Fishing Tournament, from going through my data and research, all started back in 1981 when there was only 6 teams and the grand prize was like $10,000, right? So now here we are. We got a first-time female winner, right? So, and the big cash prize tournament this year was over 7.5 million, which is absolutely like, it's like almost the world. I call it the World Series of Poker of fishing because it's just that big. I mean, it's just gotten that big over time. Just like in Las Vegas when they had World Series of Poker, it just becomes bigger and bigger. So in 1981, again, 6 teams, 10,000 cash prize. Now you're over 7.5 million, and now you have over 170 teams that are all competing with each other. And the top 3 teams, in case for people that didn't catch the winners, that all got over at least $1 million each, were Magic Touch, which finished number 1 with 2.44 million of prize money, and then the second place was Rising Suns Magnifico, and they hauled in 2.588 million. What you call American dollars. And then third place was Another Line, and then they hauled in 1.742 million. So, and here, folks, breaking news is that even the number 1 golfer in the world, Scotty Scheffler, so he has a team that he put together, fishing team, I should say, called the Texas Lone Stars Angling Club, and they actually won the inaugural Sport Fishing Championship down here. So, hey, big congrats to him. Scotty, you're winning on and off the greens. Now you're in the ocean winning, and you're on the greens. As long as you don't go in the water when you're playing golf, you'll be all right, right? So we don't hold that as because I'm a waterhole specialist myself sometimes. So, but that's just me. But the thing is that, he won't be playing in the tournament in Cabo this week, so he won't be here for that. But congrats on his team for winning. And listen, this is what it's all about, intersecting golf and now fishing. I mean, this is how the whole lifestyle play comes in to Los Cabos when you're talking about Cabo and you're talking about San Jose. So on that note, I want to cast out my line with the quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a national and international realtor for your real estate needs? Are you in the market to buy, sell, invest, renting, or leasing? Do you need someone that handles residential, commercial land across the globe? Well, here in Las Vegas, Gianno is in your backyard where he covers Nevada, Arizona, and Mexico. Gianno can help you directly, but wait, if you are outside Gianno's border crossing, getting home sourced has you covered. Because with our partnership group, Gianno is connected worldwide, but not only throughout the US, but like your Visa card. Gianno is everywhere you want him to be. So don't be shy. Call him, email, or even text as he answers the phone every day all day. Then guide you to his partners, because remember, at Getting Home Sourced, Gianno is the source of the source.
Hey, what do you say? What do you say? Yeah! Here we are, folks. Los Cabos, the best place to be, I'm telling you, hands down. November, December, January, February, March, April, May is in play. You have to come down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm telling you. Every time I'm down here, it's like, gosh, do I really have to go somewhere else? But duty calls and work calls, and yes, I do have to go out. So, but that's what it is. But you enjoy yourself while you're here, and that's the point because you look forward to it. It doesn't matter if you're doing 3 days, 4 days, or a week. It's worth it. You get down, you recharge the batteries, and then you go right back up to wherever you're going from, and you're all set and ready to go. Then guess what? You're going to be looking forward to come back down again, right? So that's why we're here. That's why we're selling real estate. That's why I'm giving people the information here to make people more aware of why it's such a vibrant city, why it's getting diversified, and more importantly, why it's so international. Because again, with the fishing expeditions here and the fishing tournaments, you're getting people from all over the world that are coming in here. So again, without further ado, hey, Perfect example. The female that won for the Rising Suns team, Jacelyn, I hope I say this right, Jacelyn Berthelo. So let's give her a round of applause. First female fisher. Again, she caught a 457-pound blue marlin for her team, Rising Suns. And yes, folks, that is magnifico. If you could get a 457-pound tuna in your, or marlin in your boat, I should say, blue marlin in your boat, wow, that is absolutely spectacular. I don't think I've ever caught anything more than maybe 100 pounds. So I'm an amateur, so that's just me.
Dude,
but she's a first-time female prize winner, right? So congrats to her. And because of that catch, that team won second place, right? Because there's two main competitions down there. You have the billfish and the black and blue tournament, right? So the black and blue meaning for black marlin, and then the blue for blue marlin. So all teams from all over the world, like I talked about, they all came in. And then this is the time of year where they have the fishing. The waters are perfect. And you kind of think about where everybody goes out to the arches, where on the other side you have the Pacific, and then the Sea of Cortez, and like the mouth of Sea of Cortez just flows in and it connects with the Pacific. So that's where a lot of the fishing takes place, not too far off from mainland, but you do have to go out a little bit. But that is just vibrant of life, of fishing and sea life over there at this time frame. It's really, really spectacular. So, but the billfish tournament, the big winner there was No Limits. So No Limits came in, cleaned up over there, and the fishing was done what they call offshore, and they got an offshore black marlin, 432-pound marlin, which again, hey, congratulations. Big, big, big fishes, because that's how they go and win prizes. The bigger the fish, the more points you get, the more money you win, right? So that's how that works. Now, Team Magic, that was in the black and blue portion, they hold in a 459-pound blue marlin. That won them over 400,000. So I say that's not a bad day's work going out there grabbing a big fish and you're getting 400K. God bless you on that. But like I said, even though Jason Berthelo, that was the first female winner individually to get the big fish, that 457-pounder, but her team came in second to Magic Touch, because Magic Touch won the whole thing overall. That's because they did a combined tuna catch. So they had two tuna catches compared to the other second place team. So that outweighed her per se and passed the 457-pound hauling, as they say, the catch, the haul. So now you have a good idea about how the fishing works out here, and also the different types of fish that are being caught out. Because you say, wow, everybody goes down there for fishing, and like, what's the deal? So blue marlin is actually the number one fish, and that's the prize fish that people catch behind the black marlin, because both of those fishes usually average, their weight is minimum 300 pounds or higher. So that's pretty spectacular to haul in that kind of fish. Now, the third type of fish is a striped marlin. Then you have number 4 is a sailfish. Number 5 is the yellow-tailed tuna. Number 6 is dorado, which for some of you that live in Hawaii would know that dorado is mahi-mahi. So mahi-mahi, great with rice. Oh, so good. And then the last fish is spearfish. So those are really the top 7 fishes that are out there. But the delicacy, the big delicacy in Los Cabos and even San Jose for that matter, is marlin. They love to eat marlin. They do it in their tacos. They could do it in other types of foods and what have you. It's a very distinct, strong taste and texture. You really have to doctor it up. I don't know many people that can eat marlin plain or raw. If you do, God bless you. You get a gold star and congratulations if you can pull that off. But it's very, very distinct, very strong tasting. So if you haven't tasted it before, hey, it's an experience. I mean, you could say at least you tried having a fish taco, and the fish taco is marlin. So that's really popular down there. So at least enjoy the delicacy when they come from the sea. Me personally, swordfish is phenomenal down there. Of course, everybody eats shrimp. And then the dorado, the mahi-mahi, is mahi-marvelous. I call it mahi-marvelous. But hey, now you're asking me, wait a second, why are we talking about fishing, and isn't this a real estate show, and what's going on here? And now you're taking us out to sea, and we're going fishing. Are you going off the deep end or what? Well, no, because guess what? The reason why I talk about this is because of the fact that It's a lifestyle. It's destination vacation. It's events. It's investments. What are you investing in? Again, housing, because people need a place to stay when you go down there. When you're having 177 plus teams that are competing every year around this time frame, and then coming in for Halloween, and then coming in for the golf tournament, everything's packed here, folks. It's difficult to get hotel rooms, and therefore what happens, people want to stay in short-term rentals. That's what the show's about. I want to kind of encapsulate why it's important for people to hear about the excitement of fishing, the excitement of Halloween parties, the excitement of kicking off high season, the excitement of the golf tournament. See, everything comes in and one after the other, boom, 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 boom. Then before you know it, we have obviously Thanksgiving holiday for U.S. citizens, and then they want to come down and celebrate. And then you go right into Christmas and New Year's. People come down to celebrate beautiful fireworks, especially during New Year's time frame. It's really, really, really exciting. So again, if you were to come down to Cabo right now, you're going to ask, where do you stay? Hey, you got to book stuff ahead of time, folks, because again, this is the high season. This is the point where people are running around. And that's why it's just not about buying and selling property, but more about why you want to buy and sell property down in Phoenix. In Cabo, my God. Coming from Phoenix, I just came from Phoenix, so that's why I got Phoenix on the brain, because I got to connect flights over here. But the thing is that with the buying process, again, why to buy as opposed to about buying, right? Why to sell as opposed to selling. These are the things that we have to differentiate, and this is what I want to bring to you. And that's why it's important to understand that coming down here, the excitement, the factor, again, the people I'm going to be meeting with and the ones that I've already met, they're understanding the process. We're sitting down, we're having conversations, we're talking intelligently, we're strategizing, we're mapping it out. Think of it like financial planning. You have come down here, you're paying cash, so you want to financially strategize what you want to do and how you want to do it, right? But then you have to ask yourself, it's not so much, again, hey, just regular buying and selling homes or whatever. It's about the why. So when you identify the why, then it makes sense, because you see, because why everything's taking place, why everything's going around, why this is becoming more of an international city, and why it's becoming a great investment hub. So that's why I took you fishing, because I want you to understand and feel the excitement through my voice and through the mic about these big fishes and being out on a boat and just hanging out and just fighting the fish for who knows how many hours, 2, 3, 4 hours to reel in and making big money and being excited about people that are actually out there doing it, right? So if you're not a fisherman, no problem. You can always learn how to fish. They teach people how to fish down there, right? It's not like you get your boat and then good luck in trying to figure it out. There's all sorts of classes to do everything. They teach you how to play golf, teach you how to fish, teach you how to play soccer. It's whatever you want. There's all situations going on down there to help people learn. So on that note, I hope you learned a lot about what's going on down here at this time frame. So, and I hope that people are excited as I am in being down here. Because I am. And for my people that I'm meeting with, like I said already before, and coming up soon, you're taking the first steps to home ownership down here. So I'm so excited for you in the process. We're going to hold hands and walk side by side and make it happen together. You're going to love it. So congratulations to that. And again, folks, for those that are dangling on the line, get in the water, because with Cabo G, you're going to have a great time. And on that note, God bless, take care, and remember, next week we're going to do our mailbag, because I have a lot of people asking questions. We're long overdue, so if you want to get your question right on the air, make sure you reach out to me. Send me an email, Gianno@VegasHomeSource.com, or you can type in your question on my toll-free 888-528-2810, or go on my newsletter, and I have comments. You can write down some comments on my website through my newsletter, VegasHomeSource.com. So on that note, take care. God bless. Cast that line out, because you never know what you're going to bring back in, and normally it's always going to be a big one. Take care.
You have just listened to Getting Home Sourced with your radio host, Gianno Buonaguro. This podcast is a registered trademark and may not be reproduced without the express written consent of VegasHomeSource.com. For additional information about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, call or text Gianno toll-free at 888-528-2810 or visit his website at VegasHomeSource.com. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.